In this video, I'm going to tell you why your parents and your grandparents don't like giving you no game. Hi, Shark Game coming at you with another video from ChooseYourRelationships.com. And the question of the day is, a guy sent me kind of a long email, but I'm going to paraphrase this. He said, hey, I usually seek advice from my parents and my grandparents, and I'm about, he said he's 20 years old. He said there's a lot of things that he wants to know that he feels like he should know, and he always asks his parents and grandparents for advice, but they seem very hesitant to give him the advice. And I can't really relate to that, because my parents and my grandparents, whatever I wanted to know, they answered. And if they couldn't answer at that moment, they said, I'm about to go find out. I'll get back to you on that. But here's the deal. The reason why your parents and your parents don't give you no game or very little game is because they don't want you in their business. They don't want to be exposed. They don't want you in their business. See, so here's the deal. Most parents and grandparents know that if they start giving you just a little bit of the game, you're going to start asking them questions. You're going to be saying, hey Ma, how did you learn this? And that's when things is going to get very uncomfortable. So that's what that's about most of the time. That's why your mom, your parents, and your grandparents won't really talk about their social life. That's why they won't really give you very much game, because a lot of our parents and grandparents, we put them on a pedestal, and sometimes they deserve it. They earned it. But they're not perfect. That's the thing. We see them in a certain image, and that's cool. But no one's perfect. Just keep that in mind. Your grandparents, your parents, more than likely got something hidden in the closet that they done that they ain't proud of. And that's okay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know that no one's perfect. Anyone that you see with a clean image, whether they're on television or whether you know them directly, that's strategic. No one has a clean image like that in the media, whether you're an athlete, entertainer. Everyone has done something in their life that they're not proud of, and it might be embarrassing. So, and a lot of older people, certain things they just don't like talking about, because maybe it was a bad experience, maybe it was horrible, especially if they grew up in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. A lot of shit was going on back then was horrible. So a lot of stuff they probably just don't want to talk about, because they don't want to have to think about it. They don't want to remember how it was back then. They just want to move forward. So you have to understand that. And like I always say, you're not going to really find anybody, very few people out here that's going to give you any game, any real game. Something that's going to really make a difference in your life, unless they know you or you paying them. I've been saying this for over the past couple of weeks now. And if your parents, if they got a divorce, or maybe your mom never got married, and let's just say your mom, she's still a decent looking woman. she can still catch, or she's still trying to catch. And let's just say you're a young woman, 18, 19, 20, or whatever. And let's say this young woman goes to her mom for some advice when it comes to guys. There's a good chance the mom ain't gonna give her no advice. Nothing that applies to what she's probably going through. Nothing of any type of impact. More than likely, she's not gonna get no advice. You know why? Because mom look at the daughter as competition. Now I know this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I've met women that think like this. You might have a woman that's 50, and she got a daughter that's 21. The 50-year-old woman looking at the daughter as competition because mom's still trying to catch. Mom got guys she want to bring over, but the daughter's still there, and mom is thinking, hey, if I bring these guys over, or maybe she did bring a guy over, and the guy that was eyeing the daughter, and mom caught that, and she ain't like that. So then mom gets jealous of her own daughter, look at her as competition, and this is why mom won't give the daughter no game. This shit happens. It might sound crazy to you, but it happens. So that's another reason why, you know, if you're a young woman and your mom is 50 plus, she's still trying to catch. That's one reason why she won't give you no game. She look at you as competition. That shit happens, man. It might sound crazy to some people, but it happens. You know, so a lot of times you're gonna have to go elsewhere, online, or grab a couple books, or do a one-on-one with somebody, or or get to know somebody directly somewhere in your town, in your city, and hopefully they'll give you some advice. If you stay around them long enough and get to know them. But other than that, if you don't, you're not gonna get no game from nobody. Nobody's gonna give you no game. Even when I was growing up, the older guys that I used to know, I used to ask them, hey, show me how to do this. They're like, you ain't ready for that, young buck. Or they'll say, I don't know you well enough. I know your brother, but I don't know you well enough. So it's that type of deal. You know, it has to be a kind of like a win-win situation in most cases, unless they really like you. But in order for someone to really like you, you have to be around them long enough to even get to that point. So hey, man, it is what it is. So hey, if you want to take your game to the next level, click the link below this video and check out my Patreon as well. So hey, question of the day is this. What do you do when you want to upgrade your game? And what has your experiences been as far as getting game from your parents and your grandparents? I like to hear what you say by leaving your comments below. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!